right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Hey, it's Wednesday. And so you know what time it is. If it's Wednesday at 7 o'clock, it must be time for Chasing Gazillions. Not the same as making millions.
Getting closer in Cancun, Mexico.
Getting closer. From Cancun?
From Cancun.
Were you in Cancun? Are you in Cancun?
I'm back.
Hold on. It's Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. And we're getting a little punchy here, man. This is season 1, episode 22. But are you saying you're in Cancun right now?
I just got back last night.
Really? Oh man, you got to tell us all about that. Everybody wants to hear. Okay, bring your camera down some, because all I see is like your head. I'm barely seeing your shoulders.
Bring it up, you mean?
I don't know what you do. No, the other way. The other way.
How's that? Is that better?
Well, I guess you further back, but I don't know why you back so far.
You want me to be like this?
Well, yeah, I'd like, a little closer or something. But hey, man, whatever works for you. The people enjoy you however they see you. But you all look all slouched over, like you all laid back. Like,
I'm laid back, man. I'm laid back.
Get
I
into
just
the
came
program,
back from the
man.
islands. You come back from the islands, you're all laid back. That's the way you feel. How's that? Is that better? All tight and stern? Better?
Well, yeah, okay. There you go. It works for you. Hey guys, we don't hold on. There's something on here from before that shouldn't be on. This caption here. There you go. Yep.
Now it looks better. Look, now you got all my shoulders. You got everything now, including Lenny. Now it's better.
Yes. There we go. All right. So here we are. Let's get the chat ready, because somebody's going to come on and want to chat with us. So here we are again to share with you all insights, commentary from 2 real estate professionals who've been around, collectively 70 years plus here as successful real estate professionals, just talking to you about different topics that we encounter in our business as we're working with other clients. And we decided, hey, why don't we just share this with you, our fans, our social media community, because, well, you may be involved in these things, you may not, you may see an opportunity. Today's topic is a really good one. It's on real estate donation. It is a way for you to fund your nonprofit organizations. It's a great topic, and Fernando is going to lead that discussion. But before we get started, tell us about Cancun and your week, man.
Friends of ours celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary, and they invited us. My wife was in their wedding. They invited us to come celebrate with them in Cancun. Stayed at Secrets Murano in Cancun. It was lovely.
That's all inclusive, adult.
All inclusive, adult only.
Dude, we went to the Breathless Riviera all inclusive in Cancun. It was phenomenal.
Food was good. Drinks were good. Cold. Top rail.
All the drinks you can have. If you drink, you just drink.
I got after
the restaurant,
it. I got after it.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Had a few cocktails. Yeah, I had a few cocktails.
That was the first place. That was the first place. Probably not the first place. I think it is the first place where we actually were. I know it's the first time we had the front desk call us and say, Mr. Bowling, yes, the housekeeping noticed that you aren't drinking anything from the minibar. You got Modelo, Stella wine. Do you need something else? Why are you not drinking? And we were like, dude, where we come from, we don't actually open up the minibar.
You don't touch the minibar.
We don't touch the minibar. We're just so conditioned not to touch the minibar.
You feel like if you open the door, they know it. They start billing you.
Exactly, exactly. And so we didn't touch the mini bar. And he was like, yeah, everything it's all, sir, available to you for your enjoyment. Please, sir, if you don't like what's in there, we can swap it out. We got some a Blue Moon sent up instead. And dude, Modelo, Blue Moon. I mean, after that, it was crazy. After
So
that, don't
here's
tell me I can go into the mini bar and it's not going to rack up like $2,000. Normally, like here in the States, you go to the mini bar, you get like the Snickers bar, and then you look at your bill. It's like, what's this $47 charge? Snickers bar?
right. Here's the thing. I very similar to you. Not that I was afraid because I knew mini bar was included. I didn't really drink anything out of the mini bar because I had drank so much outside of the mini bar.
Oh yeah, right,
When
right.
I got back to the room, I was falling asleep. I wasn't thirsty anymore. I was done.
Right, because these places and the cleanliness, they under some kind of competition on the cleaning. We had housekeeping was like 4 times a day.
Ours was twice in the
4
morning and at
times a
night.
day
They
at
came
this,
back.
But I like that you go places with friends and other human beings, adults who invite you. I hope one day our personal relationship will be strengthened to a
Here we
level
go.
that
Here's who I am. I've been meaning to tell you this, by the way. So we'll do it on the show. I have some close friends.
yes.
It takes a
More
while
than
for
one,
me
it
to
appears.
it takes a while for me to bring someone into that inner circle, a circle of trust, as they say.
I know.
And a few years of friendship, it's not enough for me. I'm sorry.
It's not
But a
so
few
so
more years,
that's why I am actively pointing out to people for me, what I do is I share with you what I call a brick in the foundation of our personal and professional relationship. I'm trying to build a foundation upon which you might one day say, hey, Bowlings, y'all want to come with us? We feel like we can go together to something, together. And we're willing to risk it because we've been around you. But like you say, 2-3 years together, doing business together, I done put money in your pocket. Clearly not enough just yet, but I'm working on it.
it's not about that with me. My 2 best friends I've known since first grade, since 1971. I mean,
And with good reason, you knew why you didn't want to go nowhere with them.
these are still my best friends that I talk to every week, if not every day.
And
So
you
this
don't want
is
to travel
who
with
I
them.
am as a person. Two of my neighbors were my college roommates that moved down the same street as me. This is who I am.
I'm not
As a
sure.
person. Don't take it personally.
I'm not sure I'm hearing the basis upon which why I'm not being invited to go. But
I know.
okay.
I know. So
well, look, we're gonna start here with this week, Sunday. I heard that you and your lady
will be there.
Are coming to the Global Scholars 3rd annual jazz brunch and golf tournament. You'll be coming to the brunch on Sunday, this Sunday, at the Woodmore Country Club from 11 to 2. And we are so excited. By we, I mean my lady and I are so excited to meet you and your wife, because quite honestly, she wasn't sure you had one. But anyway, that's another story for.
I bring her up all the time.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Besides Cancun, though, last Wednesday there was more.
Wow.
Before I left to Cancun,
okay.
I went to the Best of the Head Foundation meeting.
The Best of the Head?
Freaking thing. The Best of the Head Foundation, which is University of Maryland's NIL collective.
That's the naming rights thing or another.
Yeah, naming, image, likeness for the football players, the football team.
That's right.
And what Maryland is doing, unlike a lot of universities like Texas A&M, Texas, Arkansas, who's just straight up playing players to pay for play, come play for us, we'll pay you, let's go, which is somewhat illegal, I guess, but legal. I don't know. The rules are pretty much wide open right now. Maryland is doing a collective where they're collecting all the money into one big pot, and then they're getting the players to do kind of community service around the DMV area. And every time they go out and do a service, they get paid a fee. That's how they're going to pay them.
Always looking to control the talent and the human capital.
It's not the control. You know what it is? It's Maryland wants them to do something good for that money, not just do nothing like at A&M. That's not control at A&M. A&M's they paid.
Why is it always got? It's always got to be some limiting on the athletes who are. Come on, dude. Plenty of people
volunteer. The more they'll get paid. It should motivate them to volunteer more. I like it
because somebody else is defining what is of value. Now Maryland is saying volunteerism is what's of value. You volunteer more, you get a little more of the naming rights. Money.
No, you get more money. The money's in the
if you volunteer more.
If you volunteer more, you'll get paid every time you go out on the street.
Hey, that's right. But if you don't volunteer, then we don't deem you worthy to have earned any. And what if, for example, me, I was a D1 ball player.
This is one collective, by the way. They can go out and cut any deal they want with anyone else. They're not just stuck to this deal. If they want to,
you made it seem like my naming rights contract that I got with some local zips. Now that money is going into a collective.
No. This is just no. This is one collective.
What is the source of the collective?
The boosters. The boosters will give money to this pot, and then they'll distribute it out. We are cutting deals directly with players. We are giving money to collective. And they'll make the deals.
Okay, this is a way in which the boosters now can legitimately funnel money into the program without worrying about the ira of some
Texas A&M to the world who are just.
Well, I don't know why you keep naming particular teams. We don't have to name teams, but here's someone who has a different take on it. And, hello, the Virginia Bushcrafter comes in.
Commonwealth. I can scream too, Anthony. I can yell just like you.
The Virginia Bushcrafter says, it sounds like socialism. I hope it's not.
Lyndon's not running it, Virginia. All right? Joseph Lyndon's not involved. Neither is Fidel Castro. So the guys like Rakeem Jarrett, who's a star, he has his own deals going on. So he's making his own money. If he wants to get involved with this and go with the team,
does he still get to participate in the collective if he goes out and volunteer?
If he wants to go volunteer with the team, then he'll get some more money.
Okay, so
guys can do their own thing. This is just one of the there's several collectives. This is just one of them. I like it the best. Because I don't want to have a contract with a player. I don't want to be negotiating. Hey, what's fair? I just
give you money to your company to give. I love that.
They handle all.
But that's the alumni association. That's now this is just another means by which alumni and supporters and boosters like yourself who have an affinity towards a program and would like to give in ways that they can, and in this instance, money, and they like to do it, and they like to see it be earmarked. I love that the money, like for me, for example, the university sends me all the time saying, "Hey, give
what
money."
University?
Yes, and what?
Wow!
I give money, of course, to the Student Aid Association Foundation, because that money is right for the football program, athletic department. But I also give to the college, of which I graduated from, the college, and I give there as well because I have a degree in sociology from the University of Virginia. Yes, a graduate of the University of Virginia. So I give money there as well.
What are you talking about?
I always have to emphasize that. I feel like it's a thing.
Do I have to show you my degree on the wall right there?
Okay, well, you can because mine is right there.
Oh, I see yours.
Yeah, there you go.
You see Lenny too now. Now you see Lenny. You want some more, Lenny?
Come on, man. So,
All right, real
can,
quick.
can we move on again with the real quick?
So this event, they had an Under Armour at Port Covington, their little island they bought there in Baltimore. It was first class. I mean, Maryland events usually aren't this nice. This was really done first class. They did a great job. I just wanted to say that. Bonnie Bernstein emceed it. You know Bonnie Bernstein, CBS Sports? She's a sideline reporter,
right?
NFL. She's a Terp grad. She emceed the event. Yeah. She's unbelievable. I mean, so professional, so prepared, did a great job. Loxley was great. Loxley, Dan Enos, and Brian Williams, defense coordinator, were all at the event. They were playing Michigan 3 days later. I didn't think they'd be there. They were there. Obviously, Maryland showed up.
Dude, when you look at the replay on this episode, you're going to see that you are gushing, if not blushing, like some Maryland groupie babe.
For once, I get to run the dialogue for once. It's not you. I like it.
All right.
Tell me about your week. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Had a good week.
What did I do? I don't know. I didn't do much of. Did I do anything this week? I don't know. The week went by so fast.
Got a haircut, I see.
Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Actually, no. I did not.
Still working out?
I shaved though, but I did not get a haircut.
You working out?
Although this week is the Congressional Black Caucus CBC weekend is coming up. It starts tomorrow. It goes through Sunday. And Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the greatest fraternity in the world, we will be hosting a social happy hour down at the Marriott Marquise Friday night. Belladonna is the name of the party. We'll be hosting starting at 9 o'clock. So that's Friday night. That's going to be
Marriott Marquis, not Marquise. The S is silent. Yes, the S is silent. Marquise, no. Marquis. That's it. Stop there. Don't have the S. Just stop. Okay, that's fun. So I guess I wasn't invited to that event. See, I don't get invited to every event either, by the way. I'm just saying.
I mean, it went out there. You could have come. You welcome. You got invited to my event. My event, I invited you to.
You did.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. The things I control, I share with you.
I control everything I'm involved in. I have to know what's going on or be in somewhat in control.
Come on. Okay. So that's
except for that Italian.
I think that was if something else comes up, that's fine. Let's get into this real estate donation. Yeah. People want to hear about that. It's good topic. You ready? Do you want to give an intro before I bring on the slides?
Yeah. Yeah,
let's talk about the background about it. Let's talk about it.
I have done.
You have what?
Are we going to talk about it? Put up the slides?
Well, you got to give people some kind of intro. You just can't give them slides cold, can you?
All right. That's fine. No. So, real estate donations, otherwise known as bargain sales. It's an interesting way of if you obviously have to have the money to do it, because if you could sell a piece of real estate and get a monetary value for it, and you need the money, obviously you're going to do that, right? I mean, most people are in that boat, or they can't afford to donate a piece of real estate. But there are some people out there that have the means and maybe need tax write-offs, maybe need some sort of tax incentive to donate a piece of real estate. And it's not for a lot of people, but it is for some, and it does happen. And it doesn't happen as often as it probably could, because I think people don't realize the process and what it goes into donating a piece of real estate and the tax incentives involved with it. I worked with a company out of Florida who was a 501c nonprofit. They were hardcore telemarketing sellers of real estate that were in for sale by owner, or they had been on the market for over a year's time. Was what kind of was their sweet spot, and would contact the agent, said, "Has your client ever?" And they started accumulating a ton of real estate doing it this way, and I ended up selling a lot of it for them. So I got to know the industry pretty good. So and I think it's an interesting topic that people don't know a lot about.
Sure. And you bring up, when you're talking about persons who have real estate and being in a position financially to donate it compared with selling it at market value and taking the cash, certainly that's not everyone. But, and you mentioned it's a nonprofit. For nonprofits, this is a woefully underutilized tool that's available to help fund nonprofits, your churches, your nonprofits, your 501c3 organizations that are always constantly in need of and are looking to raise monies. This is a form and a tool that can be utilized to help them fund their philanthropic and charitable activities, because this tool, this donation of real estate, is a tool that, through this bargain sale you're going to describe in a moment, will allow your organization, you're a church, you're a nonprofit. Someone dies, they leave in their will, they leave the church a house. The pastor already has a house. The church says, okay, thanks. And, church, schools, universities are doing it. Churches, nonprofits, where persons are leaving you real estate in their wills and otherwise. And you have the opportunity now to take those real estate assets that have been donated to you, and then simultaneously, sometimes without even taking full ownership of the real estate, because for some of the 501c3s, these assets can be in the millions of dollars perhaps, and taking ownership of those assets and then selling creates a taxable liability that they may want to avoid. Not that it's going to violate your 501c3 status, but it may create what's called IBIT. It may create a taxable incident occurrence for your organization. So one way to avoid that is through this bargain sale process that we're going to be talking about, where you as a nonprofit, you don't actually take ownership. You do a simultaneous sales. You get the property donated to you,
Right.
and at the same time you sell it out the door to an identified buyer
Using a real estate professional.
Yes, of course, use a real estate professional to then simultaneously do these two transactions. You get the proceeds without taking ownership, and then the property is passed on. So that, for you as nonprofit groups, churches, Global Scholars Foundation,
University of Maryland.
Yes, University of Maryland. These are organizations that should be out here actively encouraging persons who are inheriting a piece of land up in Baltimore that it can't be sold. It should be donated. And as a matter of fact, that the land I got up in Baltimore right now, I'm going to recommend that to my client tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But let's get started.
All right.
All right.
So, and you can take the slide down. We don't need the slides. I got them here.
You don't want the audience to see the slides?
Oh, I guess they could. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an explanation of what it is. There's forms that need to be filled out. Obviously, you want to do everything the right way. You want to have a real appraisal done by a real certified appraiser using Form 561. The charity often pays the transfer fees at closing. Occasionally, broker fees to a taxpayer's broker. There is one involved. They pay the listing agent as well a fee. Typically, these fees are reduced for the purposes of these types of sales, just because you're dealing with a nonprofit. You don't want to take money from them that they can't afford to give you, right? Um, so that's this slide. Go ahead, next slide.
Okay, sure. But I do want to just echo on about the appraisal and getting the right appraiser to provide you with this evaluation of the property. There are certain designations we earn on the commercial side that distinguishes standard professionals from extraordinary professionals. For myself, as a commercial practitioner, I have earned the coveted CCIM designation, Certified Commercial Investment Member.
Yes, you have.
Thank you. And that distinguishes me from just someone who has received their basic real estate license and training. But also on the appraisal side, it's the same, that you can get an appraiser who is certified as a residential sales appraiser. But then there's general appraisers who are able to appraise both residential and commercial. And then there's MAI certification designations. And those designations distinguish those appraisers at a higher level. And you just want to make sure that as an organization, you're getting the right real estate professional to conduct the business for you here when you're dealing with the IRS.
So what makes a good bargain sale, right? I mean, so not every property is good for this program. It's just not. So what makes a good one? An aggressive donor, ready to donate the property, not donating it, but give me $100 grand. Sometimes I've seen deals where the donor will say, "Hey, I'll donate this $2 million property, but I would like the 501c to give me back $100,000 at closing." Because they're trying to. I don't know what they're doing. You either donate or you're not donating it. But sometimes I've seen that's asked. The property in a decent location, relatively good condition. Typically, they've been overexposed, meaning they've been on the market too long, and they're overpriced. So this $2 million property, they're trying to get $3-4 million for it. A lot of real estate listings, the sellers put up like this dream price in hopes they get it because they only need one buyer. So they throw it out there at this ridiculous number. And when they don't get it, they're always over surprised and they get mad at their real estate professional. But it's on them that they've priced it way too high. And that's why you haven't sold it. It always comes down to price. So this is what makes a good bargain sale. If something's been sitting for so long, property with no deed restrictions or overbearing encumbrances of easements. This is basically a clean property with a clean title without a lot of deed restrictions. So whoever buys it can do what they want with the property, especially if it's a piece of commercial land. A lot of those are tagged with some deed restrictions that prohibit it from building what you want. You buy a piece of commercial land, you want to do a multifamily building, but it's restricted to do multifamily. You probably shouldn't buy that piece of real estate. I mean, that's, you got, so we're trying to get properties that aren't like that. They make great auction properties, obviously, with absolute or low reserve, meaning sold to the highest bidder regardless of price, or a very low reserve number, meaning if it's worth $2 million, we start the bidding at $100,000. That's a low reserve. The reason they make great auction properties is because typically the charity is trying to get the money as quickly as possible. An auction is the quickest means to get to the ends. We can start the program, have it auctioned in 30 days. And they're usually cash buyers, so they move pretty quickly. And the charity typically isn't overly sensitive to pricing. Obviously, they want to get as much as possible, but they're just happy to get a free piece of real estate they're going to sell and turn it into money.
Sure. And other properties that also make for great properties, particularly for nonprofits, are contaminated properties. I'm not necessarily saying super fund properties and all. I know we're getting very technical and all, but the idea that there is a problem property, a dog of a property, a property that we're worried about oil spills, or it used to be a gas station, or things of that nature, where someone did an environmental impact study and a phase one, and they say, man, this is a bad site. And if you find yourself where this is a bad site, those are the types of properties that are ideal for donation to a charity that then passes it on and sells it to someone else. And
Who's
that's it.
buying those properties, though, Anthony? Because I think properties that are contaminated are a little bit tougher. A little tougher.
Well, no. If you have someone who has the wherewithal and capacity for remediation.
Oh, okay. You're talking about properties that can be remediated, not really badly contaminated, lightly
Well, I
contaminated.
mean, as I said, I'm not suggesting, but even those, but in our sphere, we're not talking about super fun properties where it used to be,
Right,
radiation or something on the site. But the
right.
point is that if there is a call for remediation, we're not talking about just mold in the basement,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There is that opportunity for that donation to your charity, and letting the charity get the proceeds, and you take the donation, because maybe the charitable donation credit you receive is of greater value. Those credits to offset your income that you may be generating from other activities. Those become your persons who are donating,
right.
because they have other income and they're looking for credits
Yeah.
to offset those tax income liabilities. Go ahead, next slide.
All right. So, once again, still talking about what makes a good property, a good bargain sale property. Obviously, you want to donate to a bona fide 501c3 organization. Not that hard to look that up. You can go on irs.gov and find out, make sure they are bona fide. You
Yeah,
want
I think there's a website. I think it's called Guard Star, Guard Star.
that you can look up 501cs.
That's right, exactly.
Can you look them up on the IRS? I think you can look them up on the irs.gov too.
I know it may be, but there is something out here that all of the 501c3s register with. It's sort of like the online thing you can go to and look up a 501c3, and you can see, because they all have to report their 990s, I believe is what it is that the nonprofits have to submit. And Guard Star, I believe, I think it's Guide Star.
I don't know.
There it is. It's called Guide Star. GuideStar.org is the nonprofit reports and forms 990 for donors.
Okay.
Guide Star. Maybe I should put that into the thing. I should put that into the little
Yeah. I
the
mean,
thing we do.
you mentioned it. We're good. Also, you should get an IRS bargain sale written proposal from the charity. Um, all these forms and all these things you're getting done is just in case when you go and take that deduction, the IRS auditor has a little heartburn about the amount of deduction you're taking. You have all your paper verifying that you did this all the right way. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. All right, next one.
Yeah, Guide Star.
So these are the types of properties that can be gifted. Farm, ranch, second home, resort home, vacant land, primary residence after passing of donor, surplus vacant property, company or commercially owned properties. A lot of companies have corporate retreats that maybe become obsolete. that they had a retreat here and now they need a bigger retreat, so they buy something else. This becomes obsolete. It's a company that profits $2-3 billion a year. They could use a write-off. Perfect candidate for this.
It is. It is.
Appreciated income property, developmental land, any property generally unencumbered and easy to sell would fit into this category. I mean, I've never seen a property turned down.
No.
So as long as it's real estate and the donor owns the real estate, obviously they have to be the owner of it. It becomes a little sticky when LLC owns it or when there are multiple owners because you have to get everyone's approval on it. So just be aware of who is the owner or ownership group, and they're all on board with donating the real estate, because one of them can kill the deal after you've already had it donated.
Right. And we see from the Virginia Bushcrafted Wild, this is a beautiful program, bargain sales, and he's absolutely right. And we want to share with the audience that you may be, a member of your religious organization, church, synagogue, or something, or it's your nonprofit. You're a volunteer, and this is the kind of information we want you to take back to start the conversations with them about. Hey, have we thought about asking our members, asking our supporters to donate some of their real estate? They just inherited some land. They're not going to do anything with the land. They just been paying taxes on this vacant land that they inherited. Consider donating it to the church, or talking to the church about, hey, we got these properties, they're underutilized. Maybe we should be looking to do a bargain sale.
Yep.
Let's go to the next slide.
So things to watch for when you're doing this. You can pass on this if you think it's going to be too hard to sell. You don't have to take the donation. Bet many donors jump at the chance to write off for garbage. They're trying to get rid of it, right? Because they know it's garbage, a garbage piece of real estate. It's okay if you're the chair and you say, I'm going to pass on this, because it's got to be a sellable piece of real estate. I mean, it doesn't have to be like the gem of the gem, but if you're grading it one through 10,
with the bargain sale, with the concurrent, with the simultaneous sale. No. You never want to pass on, even on a junk property, because it's talking later on about these environmentally contaminated ones.
Yeah.
That have to be cleaned and all. You, as the 501c3, never want to pass on properties that's being donated to you. See, historically, what's happening is, and we use the church because it's one people can relate to, but any nonprofit where you're dealing with volunteers, you have little or no staff, someone says, I want to donate some real estate to you, and it's beyond you and your members' wherewithal, your bandwidth, your capacity. You're like, you're going to donate this land to me. What are we going to do with it? We want to build something on it, or we want to develop, maybe. But like in this case, it's some junk property. The people just want to get rid of and donate it to you. And your response should be, yes, I will take it, but I don't want to take ownership of it, because I don't want to be liable for whatever's going on with the junk property. So that's where the simultaneous sale, that's an important word to remember here. Simultaneous sale in the bargain transaction is where you are going to never take actual ownership of this junk property. You are going to, with the help of a real estate professional, you're going to find the end user, the end buyer, who is going to buy it from you. So you're getting it for $0. The end user is getting a bargain. He's going to buy it from you for $100,000. because he can remediate it. He can build on. He can do whatever he's going to do with it.
This slide pertains more of if you're taking ownership of it. I think that's a little different story. You're right. You're right what you're saying.
Well, you should never take ownership of it if it's a bad property, if it's a dog property.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Here's another thought. The Virginia Bushcrafter says, sounds great. I'm trying to work with a group in Texas to complete the formation of a 501c3, but can't get them to move forward. Volunteers, it's tough. So maybe I'll try it in the DMV. This is a great tool. It is a great tool. And you should go in with the formation of this 501c3 with this tool in mind. This section on charitable real estate donations is a part of the IRS, rule books. You're right. You should be all over this section and saying, look, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to look right out the gate to attract someone to donate us some real estate. Next slide.
All right.
Everyone, Fernando's getting into using these slides here. I don't know if you know.
Time in 22 episodes. I wouldn't call it a pattern, but if I got them, I'll use them. So, it's not contingent on financing any of these sales. They're usually cash deals, hassle-free closings. There's no lender involved. It was, the method, it's because this method's created and it's time tested. It's predated the 1031 exchange. It's a valuable tool for tax savings. I mean, I think I need to use it more with my clients, because I do have some clients that have stuff that are pie in the sky trying to sell stuff, and they have the money to donate. I'm not sure why they haven't. The nonprofits are definitely on board. I mean, I've sold some or tried to sell some for the university. I shouldn't say I've sold some, because none of them have gone through as of yet. But I've talked to University of Maryland about doing all their, bargain sales for them. Nothing's really materialized at this point, but I am trying.
Okay, fine.
And then the last slide, kind of the closing thoughts on what this whole idea is. It really, like we've talked about on this show, it hasn't really been used very effectively in the past, and we both think that it's a great tool to have. Definitely opens up new avenues for donors to support a preferred organization or charity or a special program. And there is a lot of wealth in this country, and people are willing to give, but you got to ask. They're just not going to give on their own. I found that out from doing a lot of charity work for the university and for high schools, that people will give as long as you ask for it. You're going to have to go and get it. Go ask for it, and hope that their heart is warm that day, and they give. This is a big ask, because this is not like, hey, buy $100 raffle ticket. This is hopefully $1 million, $2 million, $5 million property.
Or $300,000 property.
Yeah.
And you just want to be open to being a conduit through which real estate can be donated to you, that it's going to pass through you and sell it. You're not just warehousing it. You're not just getting it. You got it, and it's sitting there underutilized and not benefiting anyone.
Yeah, and then the one thing I will tell you that's not on here in the closing thoughts is make sure it's all done legally with the right forms. Everything's done properly. There's no shortcut to doing this. If you try to shortcut it, you're going to have a problem if the IRS comes and audits you.
That's right. Exactly. Well, thank you, Fernando. What a wonderful topic to share with our audience here today. About
there's more to it, but we, try to give you a cursory look into everything we talk about, because all these topics. I mean, we could go on for weeks about them. We could go on hours upon hours with more.
Well, we're here. We're here for you. If you want to know more about it,
Right.
you are considering it, you're thinking about getting involved with anything that we talk about here on Chasing Gazillions. Not the same as Making Millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. I mean, we're your resource. We want to be of help. We can be of help. Between the two of us, if we don't know, I can assure you, I can guarantee you, we are one phone call away from the solution. If it's not between, right, if it's not between the two of us, first of all, between the two of us, the solution is we have the solution. But if we don't, we're only one phone call to the one right person. And that's the value of what we offer as real estate professionals. Our leverage relationships are always going to save you tremendous amount of time and make you a lot of money because we're going to save you time. You're not going to be dealing with the wrong lender. You get the right lender to help you get funds for that project. We're going to get you with the right appraiser to evaluate that property. We're going to connect you with the right, we got the best and the right auction company nationwide to help you with your auctions of property nationwide.
The right title company too.
Title company. We're going to help you as the right real estate brokers nationwide with your transactions. So,
and you make a little money along the way. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. We got to earn a living.
Who for our clients? We want our clients to make money. All our clients make money.
No, we make a little money too. No.
Well, yeah. Well, what we make, as you know, and for those of you out there who know us, you know, Absalom Bowling is just a junior at the University of Memphis.
I got a sophomore at Campbell. So
Eliza Bowling is in grad school. Right?
I don't pay for grad school. I told them.
No. She working. That's true. We don't pay for grad school. She has to work, but we still are supplementing as parents, and we are parents. And I tell my lady's out here right now wants to know where we going for our 31st, for our 30th wedding anniversary here, October 10th. 30 years.
Cancun. Secrets. Very nice. Very reasonable too.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We were talking about different things. We're thinking about
$250 a day. Everything's included. Beautiful rooms, all the food, all the drink. $250 a day. That's a good deal. I can drink some alcohol for $250 a day.
That sounds like a good deal. That is a good deal.
It is a good deal.
What was the flight down there? The flight?
Well, it's $500 for the flight, but my wife's my companion because I'm such a Southwest guy. I got free flight for her.
Nice.
So
we're not Southwest kind of people. We are Reagan National United kind of people.
All right.
What can I say?
Yeah, we're different like that. So let's talk about this weekend. Come on. And Sunday.
We were talking about
it's your final push, right? For the Global Scholars. This is it.
Yeah, let's see. Do we have that? Where is that? There we go.
By the way, this is officially a 50-minute show. Just call it what it is. Okay. We haven't got it in 50 minutes in like 20 episodes.
Calling all golfers and brunchers. Please mark your calendar to join the Global Scholars Foundation for a 2-day event hosting the 3rd annual golf tournament and newly added jazz brunch at the Woodmore Country Club in Mitchellville, Maryland. The 2-day event will kick off on Sunday, October the 2nd with a jazz brunch and continue on Monday, October the 3rd for our 3rd annual golf tournament. Please visit our website at globalscholars.foundation for more information and to register for this event.
There you go. There you go. We are down to the short hairs. Our goal this year is to raise $100,000 in support of Global Scholars Foundation. And on Friday, I will get the tally and we will share it. But I'll just let our audience know right now that we're not quite there yet, but we are excited for these last few days to push. And we think we are close enough that we're going to get this. We're going to get this goal of raising $100,000 to support Global Scholars Foundation. But we do need your help. We need your support. And sponsorship opportunities still remain available. And I wonder, I'm not able. I don't know. Maybe if you think I could, hold on. Let me see. One last, I might. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this one. Hold on, I might be able.
That sun in Cancun is strong. Holy crap! Jesus. My God.
Okay. Okay. No. Well, I thought I had it, but I don't see it. I'm not going to be able to.
Oh, one last thing I had to tell you.
Yeah, come
on. My mom fell again, broke her left arm. That poor lady.
No.
Yeah, she broke her shoulder like 2 months ago, or hip
Right.
like a year ago, and she fell and broke her left arm on Friday when I was in Cancun, which put a little bit of a sour taste in the trip, but I got over it and did what I had to do. But I got back and I'm flying down there in a couple of weeks to.
What part of they're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Are they in the path for this hurricane? Are they going to be all right?
No, they're in Miami. They got hit with a little bit of rain. Yeah. And my brother lives in Bradenton. He's right in the path, which is right above Sarasota. If you hear Bradenton, that's where my brother is. So he's there.
Bradenton.
Hopefully he'll be fine. Yeah, this hurricane is pretty bad. I mean, it's
I know.
bordering on Category 5. But my mom went down again, which is just killing me. So I'm going to go down there in a couple weeks. So I'll be filming again from the rehab center, South Florida. So our show will be there.
We love it. We love that you're a trooper. And that maybe when you're down in time, we'll bring moms on. We'll bring her into the
family first, always.
Always family first.
Always.
Well, God, family, friends, and then business.
Then university.
That's for me.
Then university.
No, it's.
I love that place. I love that place. Michigan State this week. Let's go.
Did you all win last weekend?
We did and lost to Michigan.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I wasn't going to bring it up, but you've been saying Maryland so much. I want everybody to know that you all do get smacked in the mouth.
We didn't get smacked. We played them tough. Oh no. We had a chance to win that game. There's no smacking.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. You said you didn't win.
We did. We didn't get smacked in the mouth, though. Smacked in the mouth is 34-0. We lost 34-27. That's not a mouth smacking. I know what a mouth smacking is.
Did you
losing to Ohio State 59-0 last year? That's a mouth smacking. Okay.
Did you win?
No, we did not.
Okay. That's smacking them out. I'm just smacking them.
All right.
Hold on, because normally we miss this. Hold on. Guys, I really appreciate this episode as well as all the other episodes. As soon as I get back to the DMV, I'm taking on this endeavor. I have a mission and vision. And we are going to be here to help you, Virginia Bushcraft. Whatever we can
We'll move the
do,
product.
holler at us. Holler at us.
We'll move the
whatever
product.
you need. Whatever you need, just holler. You gonna be back. Where you at, by the way? Are you out in the bush? Where you back to the DMV?
I'm
Are
home.
you out because
talking to me? Who you talking to?
No, the Virginia Bushcrafter. He says when he gets back.
Back in the bush. No.
Well, maybe he's out in Texas because he said he was out working with a group in Texas. Maybe he's in Texas.
Maybe.
But we are still going to be here for you. Whatever it is you need, let us know.
All right.
We will.
I'll see you this weekend.
All right. Sunday. It's 11 to 3 or 11 to 2 Sunday brunch. No pancakes, waffles, bottomless mimosas.
I can drink some champagne.
Well, there you go. Yeah, and so get there at 11. We're gonna have jazz. We got music playing and all, and then we have food. Right there, prompt, dude. This ain't gonna be no dragging around. Oh, he's in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, I like San Antonio.
I've been to Woodmore. They know how to do it.
They do know how to do it. They know how to do it right. Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the Woodmore team. They know how to do it. And rain or shine, because we'll be indoors. So come on. Plenty of free parking. We look forward to having a great time on Sunday, the 2nd at Woodmore. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Again, this has been season 1, episode 22 of Chasing Gazillions is not the same as making millions.
Getting closer.
But it is getting closer. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. 2 real estate professionals just kicking it because, well, we like each other. We like talking to one another. And we wanted to share our thoughts and insights with you about life, our experiences, personal and in real estate. Coming to you every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we pre-record it. So because, well, we're working. Life. But for the most part, we're live. Right here, live streaming.
Anthony's working on vacationing.
For our anniversary week, I might be planning to do something that week, that Wednesday after my anniversary on that Monday.
I'm looking like George Hamilton with a stand. Jesus Christ!
With the what?
George Hamilton. You know who he is? The actor who always has perfect leathery tan. Looking a little leathery. Damn. All right. We'll talk to you this weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.